Hello, everyone, and welcome to another of the discussion channels. Today, we're going to be discussing about Sprite series because I don't feel like introduction noise this time. But anyway, meet the victims. People, introduce yourselves.
Hello, everyone. This is I, Realmors II, and I have a big-ass nose.
Names.
I am Poison Rosie. How's it going? And I have a gender-bent version of Marissa. Drizzle, bitch.
I'm Spike Hedgeline, aka Jonah. I'm the guy with the epic nose.
Hello, laddies. It's Shrek. No, I'm just joking. It's Mark. 6-star.
Feathers!
Shut
Feathers.
up. I'm gonna get you two.
Anyway.
And everyone in this chat gets a free slice of quiche.
Yay! I'm a rat creature now.
Alright, so today we're going to be discussing about Sprite series. Now, what do I want to see?
Yeah.
Now, granted, some Sprite series are, okay, or well thought out as like Brawl Fans 1, Super Smash Brothers, Brawl Adventure, Realm Wars is, Klonoa Dream Bullet series, but why do you think people constantly want to use Sonic in their series?
Well,
Sonic revolves around the world.
Well, it's because of, this kind of thing. It's also the reason why people like to use Mario in some of their Flash series. It's because of people like Alvin Earthworm. Now, everyone knows Alvin Earthworm made Super Mario Bros. Z, and being one of the most popular Sprite animations out there. And I'll say this, Alvin Earthworm does have a lot of talent when it comes to sprites, and when it came to Super Mario Bros. Z, tons of people were inspired by that to just basically try to copy what he does. That's why we have so many Mario, so many Sonic, and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I do remember Double S Animations, aka Vicious, kind of got inspired to one of Alvin Earthworm's flashes, but he is a friend of him, just so you know.
Yeah,
To be
but
honest,
Even though I do think that Daniel Sun, the creator of Power Star, is better than Alvin Earthworm, I'll still give him credit for being really great with sprites.
yeah, but of course the one who...
Mark, go on ahead.
But of course the one who impacted it all was of course Kuru 17.
Oh, yes. Him and his Begonia.
Yes. Without Piconia, the whole world will be dead. But to be honest,
imitated, never duplicated.
Yep, exactly. And to be honest, for me, I didn't really notice Shade Falcon until after Kudu 17, but I guess I would have to say he is pretty good writer.
I gotta say, the only few people who were really good when it came to the Speakonia Sprite series at the time were Kudu 17 and Midnight Prime, mainly because they knew what they were doing, and they were really good with their script writing. When everyone else tried to imitate it, it was just god-awful.
No comment, please.
Same here, buddy.
Everyone trying to imitate Kudu 17, but doing it absolutely poorly, mainly because they just wanted to have Silver say's, "Ah, la, la, la," how did not see that coming line.
Of course, and what about Metal? Doesn't he have one?
Yeah, and of course, having the Chaotix come up to their houses all the time with, of course, Vector always going, "Let's find a computer room." SBO listening to Karma Chameleon, and Charmy having an obsession with burning shit.
To be honest, the only one that I actually liked was actually SBO. I don't know why. SBO was my favorite from those three.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the Karma Chameleon song. I kind of like it.
Same here, man.
It's okay.
And of course, Charmy is a fire-loving douche who keeps
that
burning
already.
people's houses down.
Yeah,
In fact, that's another thing. That's another thing I just want to say. When everybody makes a Sprite series with their fan character, they always start out with the beginning that the house got burned down by Charmy.
Or Dr. Eggman killed their parents, blah, blah, blah.
Or their Sonic's long-lost brother, or some shit like that.
Or your typical Mary Gary Stu story where the character is related to the main Sonic cast and they're in love with another main Sonic cast.
Yeah,
yes,
just,
please, Spriters. Please, Spriters, stop digging up the graveyard because it's getting empty now.
Yeah, it's just, a bunch of dumbasses hoping to get laid by fictional animals.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make him a furry?
Yes, that would make them a furry, and most of them are furries in denial.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what you need to have hammered into your brains. I ain't no furry.
Nah, you just like feathers.
Or get feathers for the win.
Would that make him a feather fag then?
Yes, it does.
No.
Well, then again,
No.
me and Poison did turn him into a parrot.
Okay, back on topic.
It was like, and you see, the problem is with all these people like trying to imitate each other. It's like rarely bringing in any people with any like really new ideas. I mean, Brawl Fan is like one of the only few people who are actually coming in with something decent.
And
I actually kind of used the same idea for Charmy burning down my house then with well, back then I used to be a total Sprite noob, but I actually decided to mix up ideas and actually focus on those 3 fan characters.
Okay, I'll just explain like why I like what Brawl Fan comes up with. This is the problem I see with most people who want to make their own Sprite series nowadays. Overpowered, giant lasers, Super Saiyan, Brawl Fan tones it down a bit and actually goes with continuity. So you don't see Mario getting blonde hair and going, it's over 9,000, overrated meme,
Yeah, that's true. At least he uses things from the actual series.
Rolls and hat turn gold.
yeah, let's say with another, like people who, I know like people are, like low on money, can't afford Flash Pro 8 or whatever you use, but
even so, that I'm not buying that excuse because Shedsos 11 uses like paint, and look at his animation.
It's great, I gotta say.
I know, right?
yeah, but like the Armored Cat is learning, so he's probably on a B and C average, but if you're like Dexter 217 and your writing is like god awful, I think it's time to find a new hobby.
Their fists don't even touch.
Ugh.
And to be honest, I'm actually using different characters from different shows. Like, I'm actually using Toho characters particularly.
Yeah, and I'm using Flanella because no one's ever heard of him.
And where's Sly Cooper in the Sprite videos? Oh wait, I forgot. Sly Cooper doesn't have like 8-bit sprites. Proves how underrated the character is even more.
Yeah, he does have sprites, but they're like kind of hard to find.
For me, I'm kind of moving into other stuff besides Sonic.
Right.
I mean, like, when do you ever see a Sprite series of, shall we say, just something that doesn't, like, evolve around well-known franchises? I mean, like, I have yet to see a Sprite series about dragons or something. Not Spyro, just regular dragons.
Right.
Shit, have you ever seen a Sprite series of Ratchet and Clank? I sure as hell haven't. And that's a popular franchise.
And of course we see a lot of Maple Story spriting. That is so original.
Well, the thing is, though, most of the people who do like Maple Story spriting, like, really make theirs kind of goofy, which I kind of like.
Yeah, that's true.
It kind of gives, kind of takes a break from the atmosphere of, we're Sonic characters, we're fucking serious.
Yeah, this is why I'm trying to get rid of all my Sonic fan characters and turning them into OCs.
And, and another thing that I also have a problem with, like, Sprite series. Have you ever seen, like, can you name, like, 5 Sprite series that actually focus on, like, story?
Super
Super
Smash Bros.
I fail to think.
Okay, there's 1.
Your series?
Okay, there's 2.
And let's see. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, that's sad when you can only think of 2 things. 2 Sprite video series that focus on the story. Most of the time, it's always like, let's see who has the greater power level. Boom!
Yeah, it's like mostly... For what I see most every Sprite series, it all has recolors and Gary Stews and Mary Stews. That's all I see as of now.
Yeah, I have yet.
Yeah, they just want to do the same repetitive shit over and over again. It's just like Call of Duty.
Yeah, and another thing I've noticed about, with the, Mary and Gary Stu point of thing is like, it's like, why? Why do you want to be related to, the main cast? I mean, like, it makes you no different. I mean, you're just the sibling and that's it.
Oh, well, Jen, then we're going to have some people go, oh, well, you got a guy in here that's married to Haruhi, who's God.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, I
the
mean,
thing,
at least, at least
Yeah, but
my-
then that's
at
when I
least-
go to them and say, wow, way to take a joke seriously, way to prove you're a faggot.
And, like, about the whole Sprite series things, I have yet to meet a Sprite series with Dante from Devil May Cry in it.
Oh,
A lot of
yeah.
would smack you for that idea.
I don't even think there's even. I don't know if there's any Dante sprites around here, and that could be why no
Yes,
one.
there is.
There is.
I have never seen a Sergeant Frog Sprite series. I never really seen one, or nobody
Yeah, like,
cares for the anime.
Hey, you want to know something I find funny? Most of the people who say, like, they want to make a Sprite series is like, oh, well, I just want to make something new and inventive. Yeah, so says the guy making a series about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Not bad.
Well,
I'm more kind of a little interested in like some Stickman stuff for some reason. I mean, no one has ever used that idea before.
Animator versus animation.
And stick figures on
you-
crack.
Well, there's
Okay, yeah, last
there's actually
summer-
other Stickman animations I've seen besides that one, Jen.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, and then last summer, I know you said you're gonna do a Sprite series about Spyro, Rim Wars, but last year I did make a Flash video on Spyro a little bit. It was when, yeah, and I was thinking of doing a Sprite series. I was actually thinking of doing a Sprite series of Spyro in Flash. No joke. I just didn't announce it yet. But when Flash just kept kicking me in the nuts several times, I was like, no, fuck this shit, I'm not going to do it.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Alright, apparently we're coming up on the time mark, so I guess from here we'll pause the recording and then we'll start back up.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hello everybody and welcome back. Sorry for that because Jonah's recording had a time limit, but let's get back on topic. So we'll be discussing, the whole Sonic sprites about, your typical Mary, Gary Stu and, how unoriginal they are, when it comes to, just normal stuff.
Yeah, and they hoped, like, for what they're doing, they're trying to be original and be people like Elvin Earthworm.
Which they cannot.
That would be the day is when Italy gives up on pasta.
No.
No!
That will be the day when Noah gets another game.
Hey, you might.
Or that'll be the day when Kiroro actually tries to invade Pekapon, which I highly doubt.
Yeah, because
Jen,
God knows when that's ever going to happen.
Or when the day Mario
It's
becomes
for like
Mexican.
200 to 300 episodes.
That'll also be the day when Mark gets over his fear of feathers.
When I was not born ticklish, that's when.
But anyway, it's like, here's the thing though about most Sprite videos. Some of these guys, they always say things how we want to make something interesting. Well, here's the thing: no amount of laser beams is going to make your shit any interesting.
I mean, like, after this,
Pirate
maybe...
laser bomb!
Yeah, that's pretty much like nearly every Sprite video I've seen in like 5 seconds.
Oh, I'm a fire my laser, bah!
Here's another thing that's overused in these
Fire
videos.
my crappy,
The
unoriginal
Rick
laser at you for no reason.
No. What's even more overused? A fucking DBZ reference.
Over 9,000?
A
Yes,
fucking
like-
pop culture reference.
Oh, wait. And then Sprite series, it's like, oh my god, guys, tone it down with the Chaos Emeralds, please.
No, Jen,
I mean,
it's like
what
this.
about other abilities?
No, Jen, it's like this. Tone it down with the Chaos Emeralds, the Soul Emeralds, the World Rings, and the Black Knight Swords.
It's like, people, try to come up with your own type of power. Don't use something that's already been used.
I actually had to bring up a reference to one of my comics that I'm actually going to get rid of. I actually have a fan character named Zach that has the ability to stop time and throw knives. It's actually a reference to my favorite Toho character, Sakuya, who has that ability. But the weakness is that it can't last very long. That's the big weakness for him. And it's also cheap because he's a rat.
And here's another thing too. Like most of the guys like have these chaos emeralds that come out of nowhere. Yet they have nothing to do with the story.
It's like, people, dude, if you're gonna use ultimate power, then try something else.
Yeah, it's like this. Okay, I'm gonna make a nice little chick flick about puppies and kitties, and then a random serial killer comes out of nowhere.
And then here comes the giant
shanking everyone.
And here comes the giant fist.
It's like, I love you, honey. I love you too. Your guts are mine.
Yay! That'll be my type of series, baby.
Starring Mark as the innocent wife.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Wait,
and Adam as the husband.
But anyways, the thing is though, like, if you're gonna have the Chaos Emeralds, at least have them like do something with the story. That's one thing these people never focus on: what they're actually making. There's supposed to be a story behind it. Okay, do you really think? It's like, and just because it is, you really think that I was just able to come up with the plot for Colonel Dream Bullet just like that? No, I had to go through a lot of planning. In fact, I have like 19 skits all planned out. And it's all based, most of it is just planning on the story with character confrontations and basically just giving off their basic descriptions of each other or what they feel or what kind of actions they're going to be getting in. That's story development, something you guys lack.
The way I see a Sprite series is like writing a book with, motion. You've got to plan it out. You've got to script. You've got to have non-2D bland characters. You got to have, you got to have interest. You got to have something original in your story. Okay.
Just because you put Sonic in there doesn't mean everyone's going to love it.
Yeah, I mean,
other people like other games, like besides Sonic, or some people don't like Sonic at all.
Yeah, like, why can't I, see, other kind of things other than Sonic the Hedgehog? Like, here's something I gotta ask. Why Sonic? Just why?
There's other characters that you could choose besides Sonic the Hedgehog. I just feel like he's just getting too, overused in every Sprite show. Come on,
coming from a guy who has a recolor edit of Knuckles the Echidna.
What? Wait, what was it?
Yeah, you were using Sonic characters kind of overused. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jonah, but this has come from the guy who's using a recolor edit of Knuckles the Echidna. Contradiction of the day, folks.
And let me just ask the people. It's like, what does Sonic tribute? All he is a cocky hedgehog that just runs really fast and eats chili dogs.
It's because no copyright law in the universe can stop him.
I always picture every Sonic character as the DBZ character.
Oh, like you and 500 other people?
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Including Shadow, in my opinion.
That I actually liked was Tails, but that was it.
Same here. Tails is probably the only character I'll ever like out of the Sonic franchise.
You want to know what's sad? Most of the people don't even focus on Tails. The only characters from Sonic they'll really abuse the shit out of are Sonic, Shadow, Silver, and Knuckles.
You know what? You know what? Ever since Shadow and Silver appeared in these games, Tails lost popularity because of it.
Which is kind of gay.
Yeah, and there again, why? Why can't you come up with your own villain instead of using, your typical Eggman, Shadow, Silver, the Jet, the Stormhawks, or whatever, and try your own villain. Try creating a villain you can use.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, here's another thing I'd like to know. Some of the people who are most of the people who use Speakonia yet for rant videos are actually using their own voice. Hey, if you have a microphone, why don't you use it? And don't give me the excuse that, I'm just too lazy to do it, because, it takes more effort to type up something in Speakonia than it is to actually speak the words.
No, I'm kidding.
And plus, can't you write it down on the script, practically to say the lines and stuff? It's not that hard.
Yeah, and then, like I said, it's we're getting off topic. It'd be like, back on the topic of the Sonic, the sprites. I mean, like, another common sprite out of the anime community is the Naruto sprites.
Oh God.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
I've seen so many Sprite fights against them, like Naruto versus One Piece, Naruto versus Bleach. What next? Naruto versus Naruto Shippuden?
No. I know something that's more overused than Naruto. I know something more overused than Naruto. Dragon Ball Z.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Help me.
It's like, people, if you're going to use, I mean, I have nothing against, anime sprites. I mean, like, but people try to come up with something original that just, oh, you're going to go in here, you're going to beat him, you're going to go in here and you're going to beat him, then at the end you're going to get laid with Orihime.
No. See, Jen, here's the thing. I don't mind, like, videos that have, like, the most obvious and trivial characters, just as long as there's a purpose behind it.
Like, for me, I mean, like, I want to get into spriting, but, I don't have any sprites of my OCs. I want to use my own sprites of my own original characters and, using, your typical Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. Oh my God, it's like, people, please.
Damn. Oh, okay, here's the thing. The only reason why I still use Sonic sprites, only reason is because I can't make custom sprites worth a damn.
Yeah, and
for me, I don't normally sprite all the time. I mostly focus on my Mugen game, Super Smash Bros. Deception.
And for me, the reason is because I'm just more into drawing than spriting.
Yeah. And Jonah?
I'm like one of the only few people in this group who actually can custom sprites, so yay me.
Hello, I took my budding children, remember?
Well, that is true.
Well, I did try to do
a
custom.
I made that.
Well,
anyway. Oh, by the way, Jonah, at the end, I demand a sprite fight of me and Green Chow.
wait, what?
Yeah, it's a long story, Jonah.
We'll tell you after this.
Okay, plus, I tried to do a custom sprite of my Stickman look. And I have to say, it turned out pretty well, but I couldn't do the rest of it because it was a little too lazy and all that crap.
Yeah, it'd be like, people, if you can't sprite and you're being forced to recolor, it's like, maybe it's time to find a new hobby. I mean, like, look at, some of these guys in this chat. I mean, like, me, Mark, Poison, we can't sprite with a damn, but we're not going as so low as to recolor. It's like, there's other things you could try besides spriting.
No. See, it's like this. I don't mind a person who recolors as long as, well, they're not an idiot. I mean, it's kind of unfair to say that for, like, all recolors because, Shetzel's 11 is like the Dennis Miller of recolors.
Yeah, but we're talking like, but, alright, let me put it out in another way. But, alright, if you recolor or recolor edit and, and like you're getting all this negative feedback, it's like, I think it's time to move on. I mean, just look at, like, if you wanted a prime example of that, look up Test the Lioness, Morgan the Lioness, and Funny Time 77.
Ugh.
Yeah. Or better yet,
just
look at Joshua. Look at all the shit he's getting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was
All
going
right.
to say that.
What about Gyro?
Oh, God.
Well, Gyro is apparently, a potential fail troll, so I don't think he counts.
Anyway, I think we should start wrapping this up.
Yeah, because
That's
we're down
actually,
like,
I don't know that now.
yeah, because we're down like 12 minutes again.
Alright, but like I said, in a nutshell, people, it's like, we don't mind sprites, but you've got to be a little more original. Think outside the box.
Yeah, because I've heard a phrase saying, before you leap, be sure to look.
That's not what EQ says.
What did you just say?
Yeah, some of us used to act this way, but now we got smart after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, from the spriting community, I demand a Bone Sprite series to replace the movie that was promised to me 5 years ago by Universal. Bastards.
Alright, anyway, this has been Engine Room 123. I'll see you all later.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Wait,